Welcome back. You go with just some beautiful people from the internet. My name is Manzi Crypto, and today we're going to continue on with our beautiful series over here. Where we're going to go through something like a ranking list or a tier list here on Chainz Arena, the MOBOX edition. So I just want to tell you guys that this is from my personal experience. This is not set in stone like a tier list that is like the Go Be tier list or like straight line, just go for that tier list and you'll be golden. But this is my personal experience from what I've experienced from the previous Chainz Arena. First of all, before we get started, I just want to say thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. We finally reached that, and I just want to say thank you to you guys for the love and support on the series. And yeah, let's continue on. Let's continue on. So if you click on this button right here, it changes to the smaller tab, and also if you click on this one right here, you will see all the cards in the game as of right now. So the last time that I spoke about this tier list, there was a lot of cards not here that was not added, but now they are added here into the game. So yeah, let's make another tier list and show you guys or tell you guys what my personal tier list is from my personal experience. So first of all, in my opinion, the strongest card in this game is Darkness Zeus. Okay, Darkness Zeus is, in my opinion, by far the strongest card in the game. So let's talk about it. It deals 300% attack damage to the to the two lowest HP enemies, and also dispelling their buffs. So it removes all the buffs from them. So yeah, it removes shields, it removes overtime healing, it removes everything except for one thing: immunity. Okay, so the only thing it doesn't remove is immunity, but the rest, any other buff, whether it's a shield or damage reduction or anything, it will get removed. And this is from bosses or anything like that as well. So, yeah. So dispels and deals 300% damage to two targets. Then this ability right here is insanely good. So, um, a, so every time you attack, for example, an auto attack on an enemy or whatever, you will do 5% damage. Okay, that is really cool. After receiving an attack, it deals. So this is a two different ability, right? So every auto attack I do, I will do additional 5% increased damage of the target's full HP. So it will do percentage damage, which is really strong versus bosses. Then, the second part. After receiving an attack, it deals 140% additional damage to two random enemies for one round. Okay, so if you take an auto attack damage, you will return damage back to a target. Therefore, you do return damage, right? 140% to two additional enemies. So it will randomize the two, and then yeah. And then you have 40% increased crit, and then also you have 20% armor. So normally what you do with Zeus is you put him first. You use him as the tank. And then, yeah, this card will be crazy strong. It will do return damage, percentage damage. It will even cleanse enemies, making sure that they don't have buffs. In my opinion, by far, Red Dark Zeus is by far the strongest card in the game. Okay? I've said this in the previous game as well. Whether they change the other cards, I'm not too sure. The second strongest damage dealer, in my opinion, right now is Light Zeus. Okay. Light Zeus is also really strong. However, he's not a frontliner tank. You don't put him as the frontliner to take damage in order to send damage back. However, he's still very strong. Deals 300% of attack damage to two of the highest attack enemies and dispelling their buffs. So it's pretty much the same as the other Zeus. But yeah, let's see. Attack, 20% attack, immunity control. Okay, so this is a big thing right here, the immunity control. What does that mean? It means that this card cannot get stunned. It cannot get burn damage. It cannot get like any overtime damage or any debuff, pretty much. It cannot, nothing. Okay, it's immunity control. And then at the end of each round, it will deal 140% damage to the two enemies with the lowest health. So yeah, really strong. Really, really strong as well. So Light and Dark Zeus, in my opinion, by far the two strongest damage dealers. But Dark Zeus is way better. But Light Zeus is also really strong. Then the third best damage dealer, in my opinion, is this guy right here. It's a Light Eros. Remember, it has to be the red card. Red Light Eros. So what does it do? It deals 600% damage at the end of the round. Damage to the highest attack. Okay. Deals 600% attack damage to the highest attack enemy. Okay. Whoever that has the highest attack, it will do 600% damage. And then, this one right here, the fourth ability. It gives plus 20% attack. Killing an enemy adds one attack round. At the end of the round, if you have 2 or more debuffs, you will immediately purify and restore 20% health. So if you have, it says 2, guys. 2 or more. You know what that means? Most people will have 2 debuffs. Okay, so if you have 2 or more debuffs, you'll cleanse yourself. You'll get a 20% heal. That's crazy. But yeah, if you do kill an enemy, you get an extra attack round. So if this is your strongest card in the game, if this is like the guy you make the strongest, you will get a attack round pretty much every time you use this ability. So it will take 3 rounds, then you get this ability up and you'll use it, yeah. After you use it, you'll attack again. So then it will be 5th round that you use the ability. And then it will be, you know, like, yeah, that's how it goes. Then it will be 7th round, etc. You'll be like 1 round ahead of anyone else. So those, in my opinion, is the 3 strongest attack cards. Okay. Then there's defense cards. Okay, defense cards, in my opinion, is this guy right here. It's the Light Ares. Ares. Okay, so this is now if you're using a tank card. So deals 240% attack damage to all enemies and has a 50% chance of taunting them for 1 round. Which is the great thing about this card, right? If you taunt someone on round 3, you will pretty much make them not use their ability at round 3. So if this is your highest card in the deck, you have a good chance to taunt them. And yeah, it's really strong. Because you'll make them not use their ability. So let's look at their passive. When attacking, it has a 75% chance of stealing the target's buffs. We cannot steal invulnerable. When attacked, it has a 75% chance to dispel all enemies' gained buffs. So it has a chance to steal and a chance to remove the buffs of an enemy. That is great, man. That's great. Okay. But I don't think it's the same as the one I used on the original. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I want to read the Dark Ares here. 450% chance, or 450% of attack to the highest enemy. It takes them and take the next 60% of active damage for 2 rounds. In effect on bleed, lifesteal, or life swap. When attacked, restores 60% of the attack HP with the 2 highest. Oh, okay. Actually, it's this one. The strongest the strongest tank in the game is this one right here. Okay. So let's just read it again because I read it like my ass. Deals 450% of attack damage to the highest attack enemy and makes that enemy take the next 60% of active damage for 2 rounds. So how this works is it does 450% damage to the enemy with the highest attack, and also make them take 60% damage over time for the next 2 rounds. Okay. In effect on bleed, damage, lifesteal, or life swap skills. Not too sure what that means, but whatever. So this is why this card is really strong. Okay. As a frontline tank. When attacked, so when he's receiving damage, he will restore 60% of the attack HP to 2 heroes with the lowest HP. And must trigger counterattack to deal 100% damage. Okay, so what this means is, when you are attacking me, like this card is placed first, when he's getting attacked, he's gonna heal himself and someone else in the card that has the lowest HP. So it will passively heal your lowest health card in your deck. And also it will return damage to the person attacking him with 100% attack damage. How strong is that, dude? No, it's not 100% of their attack, it's 100% of your attack. Okay? So if this card is really strong, it could literally solo a whole team. If it's strong enough. Okay? So when it's taking damage, it will counter the card. It will counter the enemy 100%. And also it will heal the card. It will heal this card right here. And also the lowest HP card in your deck. At the same time. Brokenly strong, man. Ares, Darkness. One of the strongest cards in the game. And then let's talk about healers. Because that was also the concept of, is Water Iris still the strongest card in the game? No, not even close. Okay, so obviously, when it comes to red cards... Wait a minute, bro. Yeah, okay, so yeah, everything is still fine. So when it comes to healers right here, there's nothing better than these two guys right here. Okay, well, let's talk about the Darkness first. Darkness Apollo, by far the strongest healer in the game. By far. Okay, so every 3 rounds, right, cooldown it says 3 rounds, restores 120% of attack to the lowest HP heroes. 2 of them. So we'll deal the 2 lowest attack heroes on your deck. And also applied converting active damage taken healing for 1 round. Okay, they changed this completely. There was a shield involved. But also, okay, this is what they're saying. Okay, so restores 120% of attack to 2 lowest HP allied heroes, converting active damage taken into healing for 1 round. So pretty much if you play Block Brawler, you would know this thing. It would put it will put a buff on your hero. It will put a buff on that card that if it takes again damage, that damage will be not damage, but it will be heal instead. And let's see here. Passive, it gets 20% attack. When attacking, restores 200% of attack to the hero with the lowest HP. Lowest H, so that just means health. When attacked, the healing effect is increased by 100% if HP is below 60. So if the card's HP is below 60, it will do instead of 200% of attack, it will be 400% because it will double the effect. So this card will heal 200% healing of the damage of this card to the lowest health. 200% each round. That is quite a lot. And then also this one right here. It will put 120% of attack to the 2 lowest HP cards every 3 rounds. So yeah, it will heal a lot each round. Okay, so Dark Apollo was the best healer. Let's read Light Apollo as well. Restores 220% HP to the 2 lowest. And also heroes and share active damage. So it will give damage. This card didn't do that before. So it will give you a damage buff on the 2 lowest health cards. Okay. So when attacking, restores 140% of attack with 2 lowest allied cards. When attacking, the healing effect is increased by 100%. Once they are below 60% health. So yeah, these two are the strongest supports in the game, Light and Dark Apollo. But there is one more card that is by far the best support in the game. And that has to be Earth Butterflyness. Okay, at least this was when the game, from what I know, back in the day, okay? So it heals 240% of attack for the hero with the lowest HP and applies a shield of 300% of attack to the lowest target. So this shield right here lasts 3 rounds as well. At least this is how it was. I don't know how it is now. So cooldown is 3 rounds. It heals 240% of attack to the lowest card, right? And also applies a 300% of attack as a shield. Then this one right here, at the end of each round, it heals 200% of attack for our hero with the lowest health. Okay, so it heals a lot. So 200% each round, 240% each 3 rounds with a 300% shield. So one card, this Earth Butterflyness can keep one card alive for so long. It's not even a joke, dude. Okay. So these are the 3 best healers with the, I think I covered 3 best damage dealers and the best tank in the game. Okay. So yeah, it changed a lot what is the strongest in this game right now because of the light and darkness enabled. They are the strongest in this game by far. So both Zeus cards, both Apollo cards, right? Then you have this card right here, the Darkness Ares, and the Light Eros. I think the Darkness one is not that great. It's not that bad actually. It deals 400% of attack damage to the enemy with the lowest attack. That is again 3 round cooldown. But also it has a chance, so it's immune to bleed damage. This is a great thing. But it has a chance to gain 1 extra attack when attacking. So every time it attacks, it has a chance to gain 1 extra attack. Which will increase this, right? It will not be 3 rounds anymore, it will be 2, it will be 1, like it could go down crazy, but yeah, it only has a chance to have 1 extra attack each round. It will not be 2 attacks or 3 rounds. So yeah. So it's pretty much these 2 guys right here, both Eros, right? Both Eros, both Apollo, both Zeus, right? And then Darkness Ares, and then Earth Butterflyness. Those are the highest tier. This is just on my eyes, guys. There are some other good cards as well that you could read about. I don't know if it's Darkness or Light. You see, I'm not a big fan of this. Like, deals attack to the same column. I'm not a big fan of this, though. But, no, not that one. Could it be this one? Yeah, so this one is also not that bad. So, at the end of each round, deals 200% of attack damage to the enemy with the lowest HP. Okay, it's fire damage. After each attack, restores your own health by 200% of attack. So it's not that bad. This card is really not that bad. Light Artemis, but it has to be the red card. Everything that is OP in this game is red cards, okay? There's no comparison. So yeah. Hopefully guys did enjoy the tier list. If you did, remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Just once again guys, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully we'll get much bigger in the future. But thank you so much for the love and support you guys are giving this channel so far. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Love you guys, take care, and as always, remember to twist some nips. Take care. Bye-bye.